today that I will bring all of my sippers some news. Dallas man was catfished and lured to Houston to be killed. This is a very unfortunate event, ladies and gentlemen, that took place. Deontay Hicks' murder didn't make headlines in May. His killing is one of more than 350 murders in the city of Houston in 2020 alone. Those responsible remain on the run. Hicks' family told Eyewitness News they've lost confidence in the Houston Police Department to solve the murder. They drove down from Dallas on Friday to pass out hundreds of flyers. Detectives say on Sunday, May 10th, Hicks was shot in the 1,000 block of Century Parkway while he stood outside the vehicle. They said 2 suspects fled on foot. Alicia King, Hicks' mother, was overwhelmed with emotion. She couldn't speak to reporters about her son. Hicks leaves behind a 4-year-old daughter. His family said he loved being a father. Very, very loving father, kind person, said his aunt Tamara Peterson. It has not been a top priority. My family and I, we've gone to Houston headquarters to talk to detectives. I've called 1 million times. Nothing has been done. I've been passed off to the next person. I've been given the runaround. Nothing done. His family, joined by community activist Cornell X, made some stunning claims about Hicks' murder. They claimed that from speaking with investigators, they found that Hicks was tricked into coming to the Bayou City. They said he met a woman in an online chat room. He was catfished, robbed, and then killed once he came to town. The word is out on Houston. You can come here and commit crimes and get away with it, says Cornell X. The word is out that you can come to this area right here and do your prostitution game with no problem. It's a disgrace that they're allowing to happen in front of these kids. I'll be damned if we sit back and continue to let this happen like this. Crime Stoppers may pay up to $5,000 for information leading to the identification, charging, and or arrest of the suspects in this case. Anybody that can provide any information, if you know anything regarding this young man, information may be reported by calling 713-222-TIPS. Again, the number is 713-222-TIPS, which is 8477. Submitted online at www.crimestoppers.org or through the Crime Stoppers mobile app. Only tips and calls directly to Crime Stoppers are anonymous and eligible for a cash reward. And trust to believe it is anonymous. Crime Stoppers, this is the alternative for those who pretty much respect the snitch code and you don't want your name put out there. You don't want anything being tied to you once you submit information. So if anybody has any information on this young man's whereabouts, if it was your nephew, if it was your son, you'll want somebody to do it for you. So please, if anybody has any information from the kindness of your heart, please contact the Houston Police Department so this family can have some closure with the situation that took place for Mr. Deontay Hicks. Now, I thought it was imperative that I did my content on this morning because coincidentally, we have a lot of that going on in the YouTube sector. We have a lot of that going on, period. And I really, really need all of these men to be very mindful of following up behind these avatars, meeting these ladies in these chat rooms, these online dating, to the point to where you are willing to risk your safety and your well-being by going to a whole nother state to meet somebody and you're not even sure who the hell you really meeting. It's a lot of guys, and this ain't the first time I've heard somebody getting killed basically because of catfishing. Now, I'm not just gonna ride the guys. You got a lot of females. It has happened to them too. There was this one female. She was like a mother of, I think, 4 or 5 children, and she called herself, doing a little back page thing on the side. And she met a dude, thinking she was gonna, have a sexual encounter with him so she can make some money. Not knocking nobody's hustle, but he didn't want no money. He didn't want to pay her no money. He was looking for money himself. He killed her, which is the dumbest thing you could think. Why would you think a back page prostitute is coming to have an encounter with you and she's going to have a lot of money on her when she's looking for you to pay her? He went so far as to meeting her, and they went to the hotel or whatever. He going to kill a girl thinking she got money. Duh. I mean, it's common sense, dude. You supposed to be a John. You're supposed to be paying her for her prostitution services. And you robbing her. And when you realize she ain't had no money, you gonna kill her. You killed a mother of 5. If I ever get a chance to look into that, I'll let y'all know. But I want us to stay on topic. So definitely, my heart goes out to the Hicks family. But it's a lot of people that are doing this. It's too many of y'all that are taking YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Y'all are literally taking online way too seriously. Y'all taking the online hookups and the online dating to heart. Y'all are going so far as to get in your own personal vehicle, traveling for hours at a time to go to the unknown, because you really don't know what your ass is up against when you go, traveling to a whole nother state to meet a stranger. Now, there was another case where there was this man who was going to link up, with a back page with a call girl or whatever, married man. All right. Man that makes good money. I think he was an attorney or something like that. And he called himself going to meet a prostitute. Not realizing that the prostitute he was going to meet was coerced by her criminal boyfriend to solicit men online by posting these back page ads. Now, Johnny come lately, you can swing by and have a good time with me. I got the hook up, whatever words, however she worded it in her back page ad to lure a thirsty dude to come over there. And that's what he did, thinking he was going to get lucky and get some. Matter of fact, it was a Hispanic man. Thought he was going to go over there and get lucky and get some. Goes and open the hotel door, seeing this beautiful prostitute, thinking he going to get lucky and hit the jackpot. They only close the hotel door, and here comes a dude jumping out the closet with a pistol, telling him, I want everything. Give me your wallet. Give me your money. This is what happens when you get thirsty. When you get thirsty, you don't think about nothing. You get tunnel vision. You looking one way and one way only because you see a picture of a beautiful woman. You swear you're going to get lucky. And I'm going to just be frank, and this is no disrespect to Mr. Hicks, because I don't know him personally. I don't know his family. I don't know none of that. So no disrespect to the Hicks. But I'm going to say this much. I'm starting to notice it's mostly men with low self-esteem that usually fall prey to this type of scam. Because a real man with confidence, I was listening to Willie D this morning, which is how I kind of found out about the story. Because to Willie D, a real man with confidence, even Willie D said, you're not going to catch me running or chasing behind a woman online. I've just never been that type of man. I've never reached that level of desperation. For any man to go so far as to go into a whole nother state, you only heard the woman's voice. You only seen a picture. You have really nothing else solid to stand on. But you trust this broad enough to travel all the way to another state. And my thing is, these days, it is so dangerous. Y'all don't goddamn remember the movie The Craigslist Killer? When, women was online on Craigslist. Remember when Craigslist was doing that damn dating thing? That's why Craigslist, they don't have the dating section anymore. They took that feature away because there was this white guy that was going around just murdering females. Females on here looking for real love. This dude was around here murdering them. And then on top of that, he had a fiance. Go figure. Then when they caught him and arrested him and booked him, he knew what was coming. He killed himself in the jail. He wrapped a blanket around his neck or a sheet or whatever, because he was so big and bold to go around and murder and kill all these women, but he cowered it out when he knew it was time for him to pay for it. He didn't want to go to the big dog prison. He didn't want to get screwed up the booty. He wasn't ready to answer to the consequences of his actions. So he punked out and he killed himself. So this is my point. With Mr. Hicks, he did not use his best judgment. And he's not the only one. I'm not going to sit up here and just put him down. It's a lot of you grown men right now that's doing that same dumbass mess. The thirst is real. How y'all gonna sit up here and let a female you don't know, just because she has a sexy voice and a pretty avatar, that's enough to convince you to take a chance and risk your safety and well-being by traveling all the way to another state? You don't know what the hell you really in for. You don't know if this female, because one thing about, let me just keep it 100. Because we all adults here. I've been a content creator, I say, probably going on 4 years. And the majority of my subscribers, my fam, the majority of y'all over 30 years old, I would think, okay? So let's just be adults about this situation for a moment. Let's keep it real. Thirsty dudes do anything for some punani. Much as these guys in the black YouTube sector, y'all have preached to other brothers over and over and over again about vagina validation. Stop seeking to be validated by anybody who has a vagina. And all of this goes back to the fact that thirsty dudes will do anything to get laid. Bottom line. But pussy rules the nation. Let's just put it out there. As much as these guys be preaching to other guys about not being thirsty, not simping, the simp code, there's no more policies and procedures when it comes to simping anymore. All of you guys that's going around here preaching to other men about simping, y'all are the main ones that are certified grade A. Y'all have a PhD in simping, certified to the second power. It's so much sensation going on in the YouTube streets. It's so much sensation just going on in life. My thing is, are you that deprived as a man? Do you lack that much attention from women in your social life that you have to resort to allowing an avatar or a sex ad, a back page ad? Are you that deprived, or do you have a struggle face? Are you struggling that much? Are you that unattractive where women in real life won't even look at your ass? That's why the moment a woman online says anything to you, you melt like M&Ms. I'm trying to figure out the psyche of these men that are taking avatar online females seriously. I'm trying to figure it out, because regardless, guys, I'm worried about y'all safety out here. I'm already, we're losing too many of our black men through violence, and now we're losing them through avatars and online dating. Is it really that serious? Because a woman, you seen her picture, or you met her through a chat room online, and she's stroking your ego. Let me tell you something. It's a lot of guys, just like you have a high population of black women with low self-esteem, it's a lot of black men that are catching up with us. It's a lot of brothers out here who pretend to be so masculine and pretend to be so confident, but they do inconfident, low self-esteem, nickel stuff. That's a low self-esteem move. A man with confidence is not about to go that far to get in his vehicle and travel for miles and hours at a time to go see a female he really knows nothing about. A man not confident, he can meet a woman right in his local town, right in where he lives. Or like Rollo, he likes to travel and meet women in other cultures of other countries. Something like that. But this right here all could have been avoided if it wasn't for thirsting. It's a lot of, I'm telling you, it's a lot of black men out here that are thirsting like black women. A lot of these black men who like to preach to black women about how they need to get themselves together and how they need to stop being thirsty, or they preaching to other black men about stop looking for validation from black women, stop being thirsty for black women. These are the same men that are going against all the narratives that they are preaching on their panels, that they are preaching to other men about. Now, Mr. Hicks, on the other hand, I'm not sure what his situation is, but I know one thing. I know when it comes to a man thinking he's going to get some, he's willing to jump hurdles, thinking he's going to get lucky. You have men that the moment they feel like they're going to get lucky, they are willing to jeopardize their marriage. They are willing to jeopardize their lives, their health, their safety, all to get lucky. It's like the moment a woman presents that she's going to put a pussy on a platter, a man, he just lets all of his common sense go out the window, and he lets the head downstairs think for the head upstairs. And next thing you notice, like I said with old dude, you going down here to meet this woman thinking you gonna get some because you ain't been lucky to get none in your real life. Women in your real social life aren't attracted to you like that. Or you don't have the confidence. Because social media gives you a different type of confidence that you can't get in real life. And I totally believe that is the biggest problem with the way this generation thinks today. We all have, social media has given us a new level of confidence that we've never been able to reach in our real social lives. Social media has made us think that we can just go after things and actually conquer certain things that we would not be able to conquer in real life. Things that you would not be able to really have the confidence or the courage to get in your own social life. Social media gives you that extra confidence. It's easy to get behind a keyboard and approach a woman because, it's not that interpersonal interaction. You're on a keyboard. You're able to post your best picture to make this woman find you appealing. It's getting to the point to where, like I said, I'm seeing more thirsty ass dudes than I'm seeing thirsty women. I'm seeing guys taking avatar pictures with their shirts off. You got to flex your muscles. All of this, give your best picture to make yourself be appealing to a woman. When my thing is, if you really have confidence as a man, you can pull a woman without having to do all of that extra stuff. You don't have to expose your chest and flex your muscles. A real man can pull a woman just by being intellectual and knowing how to stimulate a woman with conversation. A lot of these men, some of y'all are not good at that. The majority of y'all are not good at that. A lot of y'all don't have no good game. Which is why these avatar catfish bras are able to stroke your ego, because you're not used to getting attention. A man that's very confident, that's used to getting women to approach him, or he's used to stimulating women with his intellectual conversation, he could take, let me tell y'all something. You can learn a lot about a man just based on his thirst, his level of thirstiness, how far he will go to get a woman's attention. I can look at a guy's picture, because a lot of my male subscribers, I pay attention to y'all. Y'all think I don't, but I do. I can look at your picture and I can just tell if you're a confident man by the way you talk and the way you carry yourself. I can read into all of that when you type into my chat room. I could tell the way you talk. I could tell the type of feedback that you give me when we talk about certain issues and topics, I can tell if you're a clown and I can tell if you're a man. A real woman, not no thought, not no floozy, not no cyber harlot, YouTube Jezebel. A real woman, we can read them between the lines. I can tell you a confident dude, and I can tell when you an inconfident dude. Because contrary to what many of you may think, it's a lot of us that have been through enough of bullshit to know a clown when we see one. You can just tell within 5 minutes. Like, you got some black men, they can tell when they talking to a thought within 5 minutes. It don't matter how good she look, how well dressed, what kind of car she driving. You can tell if you a real man and you've been through enough of BS with black women. You will know, you know what I'm saying, a low common denominator female just by the way she talks, just by her responses. And I'm telling you, a lot of black men, a lot of y'all got low self-esteem, yo. And you try to compensate for it by being an ass, being disrespectful to other black men, being disrespectful to other black women. A man with confidence ain't got to do all of that to prove his masculinity. He don't have to put down other dudes. He don't have to yell at other dudes. He ain't got to debate, argue, or flex his muscles around other dudes. He ain't got to flex his income. Yeah, this is how much I'm making. I could afford Versace suits. Some of y'all got, some of these men, they got to buy the best of suits, got to buy the best of gator shoes, got to buy the best of cars, because they have to have possessions, because they don't know any other way to draw a woman to find them appealing to them. A lot of these guys have to use props to get a woman to even notice them in the first place. And any woman who's wise, who has wisdom and knowledge, she will pay attention to the dude in the room that is well reserved. You notice him, but you don't notice him. He's quiet, laid back. He you see him walking around, walking around the scenery a little bit. You see him mingling, but he's not overdoing it. He don't have a bunch of bling bling on his neck, on his wrist. He has just enough, because a man with money, he know if he's overly flashy, he's going to attract females like flies to crap. And he doesn't want that. He's confident enough to know, I make money. I don't have to make it known that I make money, because I don't want to attract a damn Jezebel or a cyber harlot. I want a woman to want me for me. Then when I get to know her, I'll let her know what I got. I'll introduce her to my riches or my income, my lifestyle. But right now I'm out here, I'm just vibing. The inconfident man got to always let a female know how much money he got. Like I said, he got to flex with his muscles off. A lot of these dudes are inconfident, and a lot of y'all gonna find out when this YouTube is over. This is this year of simp exposure. Simp exposure is at an all-time high. All the simp exposure is coming out in 2020. God bless us to see 2021. Everybody who's been perpetrating, being fake and phony, pretending to be something they not. All these dudes who've been preaching to y'all about simping, y'all gonna find out. A lot of them, we need to have a simp award of the year. 2020. We need to have, what them pimps used to have? A player's ball. We need to have a simp ball. A simping ball. You know how the player ball, the player's ball, all the pimps come to like a big convention. They have like a huge like gathering, like a party or event. All the pimps come in decked down just like pimps. They got their prostitutes, they hoes with them, and they passing out all the different awards for the pimp of the year. We need a simp of the year award. Anybody who wants to do the simp of the year award, I will support you. And Cash App to your movement. I'm not about to do it. My channel ain't big enough for me to do no Simp of the Year award. So I challenged you to all my real male content creators. And if you got caught simping this year, no, you will not be the CEO of the Simp Award, the Simp Award. You will be a nominee. How about that? I know a couple of them that got my vote of being Simp of the Year in the black YouTube sector. Y'all are just flat out disappointing me. You don't need to be preaching to other black men about being thirsty, about how to pick up certain women. You need to sit down, especially if you already been exposed of simping, being thirsty, DMing females. These females out here exposing y'all that y'all DMing them. Females that y'all been caping for. The same females that y'all have been caping for is taking them same Superman capes and they tying them around your neck. But a lot of y'all, the thing about it is, you know, as much as brothers are telling black women we need to take accountability, and I agree. And y'all know me, I'm always telling black women we need to take accountability. I'm ready for some of these guys, these simps, to start taking accountability. Nothing wrong with saying, y'all got me. Y'all warned me. Y'all told me I was stupid. Y'all told me not to fall prey to this avatar, to this catfish. Y'all got me. Lesson learned. Take your simp situation and use it as growth. But what I hate is when people try to justify it or have excuses for it and try to condone it. And guess what? This will be the main one that's still going to be sitting up here preaching to black women about how they need to take accountability. If you've been caught simping, you don't need to preach to nobody. Matter of fact, you don't even need a channel anymore. Go and sit down and go back to being somebody else's moderator. All simps need to abolish their channels and just be moderators. Matter of fact, y'all don't even need a wrench no more. You don't even have the right to tell the guy to dictate who should be in the chat room and who shouldn't. Y'all need to go back to just being regular subscribers, but y'all not going to do that. And you know what the sad part is? A lot of people are going to still keep supporting the simp movement. A lot of y'all have seen these guys embarrass themselves because they've been catfished. A lot of y'all are still going to rock with them. Y'all still going to go to their platform. You still going to be on their panel. You're going to be panel prostituting for them. You still going to be donating. And you know why? This is the thing about it. Some people will still support you after you done been simp because they want to see how you're going to fall after the simping. They're waiting to see what else is going to happen. They already done seen you embarrass yourself. The only reason they're still hanging around you is because they want to see what is going to be your next downfall or who else is going to come out and expose you. So all of you who have been caught simping and you still have a little audience, they're not rocking with you because they feel like they could learn from you. They're just waiting to see who else going to call your simp ass out. And this isn't to discredit anybody, because it's a lot of guys who've been doing this. Now, it's always been known from the beginning, black women, we have always been simped. We will continue to be simped, because the majority of us have low self-esteem, okay? So anytime a guy comes into our arena and lies to us and tell us, oh, baby, you look like Mariah Carey when you look like Mariah Scary, we're going to gravitate towards it. So black women, I expect us to be simped out. But when I'm seeing black men who are preaching to other black men about simping, y'all are the ones that are disappointing me. And I'm even more disappointed with the subscribers. Once you see a guy who's been supposed to be pro-black man, he's supposed to be teaching y'all all the ropes, and you've been following him all this time. You've been supporting and rocking with him all this time because you support his narratives. And for you to turn around and see how he has simped and the catfish made him make a fool out of himself, and you still could sit in the audience, then something is wrong with you. Because a real man can't identify with a simp. He's not going to be associated with a simp. After you seen these dudes up here play themselves, unless they can be man enough to say, you know what, I got. But you know what? A lot of these black men, and I'm going to keep saying this till y'all get it. A lot of these black men are just like the black women they complain about. They don't take accountability like the black women they complain about. They won't take their lesson and use it as a blessing to other people. These dudes that are caught simping, they're not going to be man enough to say, don't simp like I did. I traveled, I rode my behind all the way over there thinking I was going to meet somebody only for her to play me. Only for her to not be who she said she was. Or I was caping for catfish women on my channel, caping for them, only for them to leave me in the dust when I needed them to be there. A lot of these black men are complaining or doing things the way they complain about other black women. They doing stuff just like the black women they complain about. You're not taking accountability. You're not owning your shit, basically. You're gonna what a lot of them gonna do, they're gonna do like what we as black women do. They're not gonna address it, they're not gonna acknowledge it, they're just gonna roll over it and talk about something else. They're gonna act like they didn't simp. They're gonna be talking about all type of other topics. They're not gonna address their simp situation. They're not going to address the elephant in the closet. When you go to their panel, they're going to talk about everything else but that. And to me personally, I'm not going somewhere where I can't learn from you. I really, in a sense, I like to go places where people can share their struggle and tell you, this is what I've done. This is how I messed up. But I can tell you how to avoid getting caught up like I got caught up. Now, that's the kind of space I would like to be in. I'm tired of these spaces where everybody talking about what everybody needs to do, but when your shit gets exposed, you're not willing to use your testimony to school other brothers or other sisters, such as myself, and say, hey, don't do like I did. I was thirsty. I fell for the catfish. I traveled all the way to another state to only be disappointed. Don't fall for this catfish. When I went there, I almost got robbed. Like this young man, he got robbed. He lost his life. And at least some of y'all are blessed to live and tell the damn story. What about this young man here, Mr. Hicks? This is a prime example. I need you guys and you ladies, stop being thirsty on YouTube. Stop looking at people's pictures and you falling in love with an illusion. And in women, we've been doing it for years. There's been several cases in which married men, have been arrested for what they call being a bigamist. What's it called when you married and you're going around marrying several other women that you met off online? A lot of women, white women. I remember this, black women. I remember the story. It was like 4 or 5 white women. This black guy was duping the hell out of them. He was already married to a white woman. He going online taking advantage of all these other older white women who want to be loved and looking for somebody. And he knew it. And he played on it. He was already married to a white woman. He going around meeting these other white ladies online and these older white women that are lonely, who don't have husbands or lost their husbands. He spitting out poison in their ear, cupcaking, like Third Ward said. He was cupcaking these white women, having them send money and all kind of stuff like that. It's kind of like that Netflix movie. I forgot the name of it. But he was taking advantage of them white women. He had pimped them out of thousands. It was on a Dr. Phil show. He had pimped them white women out of thousands. I mean, it caught up with them. But hell, what good is prison time when this man done embezzled you out of, thousands? They can't get that money back. But this is what happens when you become thirsty, gentlemen. This young man thought he was going to meet somebody. And a lot of y'all not thinking. You know what type of world we living in. People are dangerous. People are willing to do anything to set people up for $1. There was a nice white couple who was gonna buy a car off a damn yeah, they got the the Facebook marketplace where you could buy things and stuff like that. And I buy stuff off of Facebook. I will meet people, but I tell you one damn thing, I meet them in a public place. I'm not going to their house. I'm not going after 8, 9 o'clock at night while it's dark and I ain't got my husband or somebody with me while I'm going to go meet this person to do this transaction. And even then you still have to be careful because these people was a couple. He killed the both of them. But where they did not use their best judgment, when they went to go meet this young black man, I would have felt like something was up then. Because when they went to go meet this young black man who claimed he had a Toyota Camry, whatever he was selling to them, he told them to follow him to where the damn car at. That would have been a red flag, like, oh, hell no, you ain't already got the car right here? Well, we can do a transaction to make a deal. Y'all better make these people at the police station. Meet them at a public place somewhere. Well, you know a bunch of people going to be around. He killed them. Set them up, lied to them. Killed both of them, thinking they had money. It's crazy, man. Y'all, thirst and simping go hand in hand. Y'all need to stop being desperate, being thirsty. If you're not getting enough attention from women in real life, that's already a red flag. You don't need to be going out here vulnerable. You so glad to be getting attention because you're not used to it. You're an average guy. You're an average looking guy. You're not the type of guy that looks so good where women are willing to throw themselves at you. You have to, you getting turned on by avatars. You getting turned on by conversation in the chat room. Damn, is your self-esteem that low where a woman can stroke your ego just by typing a few damn things on the keyboard? And same thing with women. Because we got the women up here thirsting too. They're trying to go inside the most popular content creators. Trying to get in good with them. And then when she gets in good with them, she ends up basically leaving him out there to dry once he done helped her get some clout. Once he done helped her to gain some notoriety. Now she's jumping ship and going to the next high bidder in YouTube. Okay, I done got my clout off of this one. Let me jump ship and get to the next one. A lot of y'all deserve exactly what you get. When you thirsty and you simping, or you up here trying to portray and act like you not about that life and you can't easily be got. It don't take much for a female to smell. Because let me tell you something. Just like men, y'all can smell a woman a while away that's thirsty and vulnerable and easy to get. Women, we can smell it. Just some of us are smart enough not to entertain it. Like, yeah, I know I could pull him, but I ain't about to. He too easy to get. But depending on what position you in, especially if you're a content creator or you a man with high prestige and value, women going to take a chance on you and use you to their advantage. So I know I kind of digressed it, but I had to bring this up because coincidentally, Mr. Hicks, this young man who has passed away due to getting caught up in the catfish situation. It's a lot of these guys on YouTube that are doing it. It's a lot of these guys in the black YouTube sector that are still falling for avatars, still getting catfish, that are still falling prey to the simp game. It's a lot of these guys out here. So take this situation, guys. Please learn from it. It's unfortunate that this young man had to lose his life through a tragic event, basically all because he was catfished. It's a terrible thing, but it's real, y'all. Make sure y'all be wise. Use your wisdom. Use your knowledge. Don't let your head downstairs. Think for the head upstairs. Same thing for you ladies. Don't get caught up by temptation because you so desperate. You so thirsty. You want a man so bad. You're willing to travel for miles out of your way as a woman. You ain't got nobody with you. You ain't called nobody in your family to tell nobody, I'm going to go meet this guy. You know you got kids. God forbid something happens to you. All because you're going to go all over some drive-by dick. Somebody you just going to meet and hook up with for the night. You don't know if you're going to make it back out that dude's apartment dead or alive. So anyway, y'all, please leave your comment below. What do y'all think about these gentlemen that are falling prey to the catfish. This young man, Mr. Hicks, these men on YouTube that are falling for these avatars, that are falling for these accents and things of that nature. These men are getting, bamboozled. And these are the guys that are supposed to be schooling the other guys on how to beware of this stuff, man. I'm telling you, we need to have a Simp of the Year award. Somebody needs to be a CEO and start getting up some simp ballots, okay? But anyway, y'all, it is your girl, your diva in knowledge, Lady Mocha. Remember, I'm going to always pour you a cup of truth and break you off a slice of knowledge. For those of you who want to continue to donate to my movement, please be sure to cash out me at DymondGyrl, or you can PayPal me, whatever you feel is best. Those of you who cannot donate, continue to support the movement, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, ladies and gentlemen, and before you exit, please take this second to hit that thumb up. Make sure you please look out for me and hit that. It's not gonna cost you no money. I promise you to hit that like button. So anyway, I'll holler at y'all later. Take care, be blessed. Bye.